from fans. But first, Charlie Clifford and Olivia Ray are up in Cleveland ahead of Game 1 tomorrow. They join us now to break down all the details behind Burrow's big deal. Guys?
Curtis, the best possible flight to start a regular season. The Bengals flying to Cleveland this afternoon, just really a half hour plus after Burrow signs his record contract extension. 5 years, $275 million. Olivia, this keeps Burrow in a Bengals uniform at least through the 2029 season. You were at the press conference. What did you see? What did you hear from the Pro Bowl quarterback?
We heard something different. Joe Burrow we've never seen before. He was a little bit emotional today. He also showed up to his life-changing press conference wearing an Athens High School t-shirt. He said it was a full circle moment for him, and that is where everything got started for this franchise quarterback, like you said, here for at least 7 years, he said.
Looking at the images of Burrow signing the extension at Paycor Stadium earlier this afternoon, plenty of Bengals fans looking at these numbers, Olivia, and wondering what is next for T. Higgins, what is next for Ja'Marr Chase long term. Burrow was asked about that. What did he say?
Burrow made it clear that is why he wanted to be involved in the negotiation process with this massive contract. He wanted to structure his deal to keep his core intact. That was important to him. He also decided to take a nice look back at the moment that this all set in for him. This is life-changing, and he took us inside when it all hit him.
You just reflect on everything you've been through. You know, the NFL has, kind of been where I've played my best ball. And what people don't see is, all the years before that when you're not playing, the grind of the day-to-day when you're not playing is really tough, in college. And, looking back on that, those 3 years that I didn't play probably, prepared me more so for this moment than anything, and you don't even really realize it at the time, but I learned a lot about myself, a lot about life.
As you heard, 3 years on the bench at Ohio State, shaping the richest player in the history of the National Football League. Now ahead on the show, Burrow's thoughts on quickly moving on to Week 1. The opener tomorrow in Cleveland, who's in, who's out, plus Zach Taylor's thoughts on how to start another potential Super Bowl run in Cincinnati. For now, Charlie and Olivia will send it back to you.
All right, thanks a lot. Now, Bengals fans are celebrating. Now,
the WLWT Sports Desk, sponsored by BetMGM.
We got a lot. We got what we wanted. They got what they wanted. I'm going to be here for a long time. That's the most important thing.
Joe Burrow's contract extension is signed, and the quarterback arrives in Cleveland in style ahead of Week 1. Charlie Clifford and Olivia Ray joining you in Cleveland tonight. Here we go. The season's here, and the Bengals just crossed off the biggest box of the offseason. Joe Burrow's 5-year, $275 million extension is done. Olivia, Burrow doesn't like the spotlight. How did he handle it today?
Exactly how you would expect Joe Burrow to handle a historic day for he and his family. He said he put pen to paper, took a deep breath, celebrated for about 5 minutes, and then turned the page to the Browns because he has a football game to play tomorrow.
Here we go. The moment pen hit paper at Paycor Stadium earlier this afternoon. Burrow took a moment to look back. All it took to get to this place, he wouldn't change a thing.
I wouldn't change my life, my story for anything. You never know how it's going to work out if one thing's different. And people come into your life for a lot of different reasons, and things happen to you for a lot of different reasons, and it's all about how you respond to it, how you adapt to it, and how you grow from it. I had some unfinished business in Ohio. My one athletic failure so far, in my opinion, is my time at Ohio State. I didn't get to play. And so to come back and kind of redeem myself in that way has been important to me.
Best college season ever, comeback player of the year, Pro Bowler. I think he's done okay. And here we are again in Ohio of all of a sudden. Now, tomorrow, we look at the game. Burrow missed 34 days this training camp with the strained right calf. He's good to go. What did you hear from the offense this week?
They expect to keep this core intact, so they expect to pick up where they left off last season. Only one new offensive lineman this year rather than 4. The playmakers, Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, they both are eyeing some paydays. They have something to prove. And head coach Zach Taylor, he echoed all of those sentiments.
Keep playing in January and February. You know, that's our goal is to continue to have great seasons where we put ourselves in that position, and that's as a team. So, again, as an offense, you're just always trying to score points, keep the defense off the field, and make their job easier. As a team, you know, our goal has always been be at the forefront of the division because, like I've said before, that gives you the best path into the playoffs. And this division is the best in football, and when you come out, you're battle-tested.
Bengals are healthy tomorrow with the exception of Joseph Osai. Denzel Ward will play for the Browns. UC a winner at Pittsburgh tonight. First quarter, Emory Jones to Peyton Singletary, 20-7 Bearcats at halftime. Third quarter, Jones 21 yards to Braden Smith. Bearcats by 20. 4 minutes left in the game. Pittsburgh with the ball, down just 6. 4th and 9. Phil Jerkovic sacked by Jack Dingle. 27-21, UC escapes. Scott Satterfield, Olivia, 2-0 to start his era in Clifton.
Do not doubt that UC D-line. Week 2, a couple other scores around college football. Number 5, Buckeyes, they roll Youngstown State 35-7. Kentucky, they topple Eastern Kentucky 28-17. Over at Great American Ballpark, the Redlegs and Redbirds, game 2 of 3 in the second inning. Hits all around for the home team here against his former ball club. Mr. Harrison Bader steps to the plate and delivers with an RBI single to right field. The Reds took a 3-1 lead, but in the top of the third, Wilson Contreras, 2-2 count. 1 on for him, and the St. Louis catcher homers for a third straight game.
On fire.
Absolutely. He ties this game up with 1 swing of the bat, 3-all. Lars Nootbaar will be the go-ahead run for the Cards. The Reds dropped their 3rd game in a row. 4-3 was the final. They're now 2.5 games back in that 3rd and final NL wildcard spot.
Blitz 5, this is new tonight. Primetime performer fueled by Crossroads Church. The 5 finalists for week 4 are out. We had an epic week 4, and the numbers back this up. Who will claim the winner? Polls are open tonight. Get to WLWT.com. A quick check at the Queen City Championship at Kenwood Country Club. The LPGA, Minjee Lee leading, heading into the final round, a 2-shot lead going into tomorrow. We will see you tomorrow in Cleveland. For Olivia Ray, Charlie Clifford, videographer Mark Slaughter, and the entire crew. We're ready for week 1.
Oh, they sound so excited. They'll have a little rain possibly, huh?
Possibly a few hit-and-miss showers, but it's kind of like
Cleveland.
Cleveland.
Yeah.
Like we kind of dealt with early this morning. We had a few sprinkles here and there. Shouldn't necessarily really impact much of the game at all overall, but it is going to be feeling very nice. We'll have mid